Hey guys, Yosh here. So today I am really excited to share with you this, which is the Alliance RDA by Vapergate. It's an RDA that I have been working on for quite a while, for months, to get this guy finished up the way I like it, and I'm super stoked on it. The reason why it's called the Alliance RDA is it was a conjunction with myself and Vapergate, which is my juice company, and Fogwind Vapor Company, who the originator of the Mutation X V1. So we sat down and we're like, man, you know, there's all these RDAs and they're super expensive on the market and they don't do this, and why didn't they do this? So we just decided, fuck it, we're gonna go ahead and we are going to make our own. So I'm going to open it up, show you what it comes with. I'm going to build on it, I'm going to vape it for you guys, and then I'll let you make up your mind. I love it. So here we go. Alright, so in each box, this is what you got. This is the Alliance logo, it's pretty fun, right? Two hands on an ohm symbol, get it? Anyhow, we decided that we didn't want to use AFCs, so what we ended up doing in lieu of that is to supply you with 3 different sized airflow barrels. So these guys go 3 millimeters, 3.5, and 4. And this is similar to, in this guy you can get in a 7/64, in this you can get in very loosely a 1/8, and in this, I mean, it's big, you know, so you see them right there? They're all different sizes. If you really want to label these, this would be your flavor, this would be your cloud, and this would be your medium. The way I designed these guys was the middle one is my personal favorite. That's my airflow, that's what I like to vape with, and I dig it. So, you got those guys. I'll leave those there. Top cap is the inside. This comes out. This comes out. Very wide, very open airflow design on this. Not much restriction. If you do the math, this hole adds up to way more than all these guys and these guys combined. So you don't need a huge chuff. Like it's chuff enough. Vertical heat sinks. We decided that, like with the Tobe, for instance, you know, you have the discs like this. It's cooling, but really it's not sucking as much heat from the actual cap itself and from any of the ambient heat from the barrel transfer. So what we decided to do was really make a design that pulled from the entire ring here, and I think this achieved it. It works pretty damn well. Inside is a Delrin insulator, sort of, I don't know if they call it an insulator, but it's that guy, and it's a nice design, holds in that top cap really well. This, the deck, let's go in here real quick, alright? That insulator right there is square for the most part. I call it square. Very, very cool. Will not spin on the deck for you. So that's it's a nice thing to see. If you can see on the negative posts, it's a unique deck design. It has one post on it. The negatives are raised up, milled out of the deck itself, and are slanted. So it's a really, really roomy deck. As far as, oops, I'll go back in real quick. This juice well, I believe, is 6 millimeters. That's what it's supposed to be spec'd at. I haven't measured these production models, but I told them 6 millimeters. So, and then you get this thing. This is cool because it comes with all sorts of goodies for you. So what do we have? Pretty much all the O-rings you would need to replace come with it. You get a standard 510 drip tip. with a 510 drip tip adapter. So that guy goes into here. And then you can now use any drip tip you want in that if you don't want to use the wide bore stuff. This guy is actually a very nice little drip tip. And for all the guys that really don't want a lot of heat on their lips with this metal guy, we supplied also a Delrin cap, which matches the Delrin inside. These are not airflow holes, you guys. These are just, it's Delrin. And then you have 3 replacement Phillips screws. Now these guys, I love them because they're cut so deep. Let me focus on it. Can you see that? You can get a screwdriver well into them. They grab. You don't have any issues with them stripping out. It's wonderful. I like Phillips. I don't like just standard screwdrivers, flat top heads. So that's what happened there. You get a white screwdriver because the blue ones are so common. That's all I got. And then you have this. You have insulators. So we got an insulator for the deck, and you notice the square hole in there? It's because you get a replacement center post, and the center post on the one installed as well as the spare one here both have a square post root, if you want to think of it that way. So it's not going to spin in the insulator, which is made out of PEEK, and the insulator is not going to spin in the deck. So I'm trying to eliminate as much center post spinning as possible, square on square, done, right? And so then you have this guy at the bottom, which is your what's it called, insulator for the bottom 510, which is made out of copper. So pretty much if you gotta sit down and rebuild this guy, you have all the tools to do it. So let's go ahead and I will build something on this thing and vape it for you guys. Alright, so this is the stuff I'm going to use today to build my coil. Got my Cotton Bacon V2. I have the Mad Rabbit 22 gauge wire. Got my Petrie dot mod, this thing's freaking great. My Alliance RDA and all my tools. So let's go. So I'm going to go ahead and build a 4-wrap of the Mad Rabbit 22 gauge on this 9/64 continuous 4-wrap. So let's find out what that ends up being. Alright, done. Before we go any further, just want to give a shout out to Mad Rabbit. It's these guys in Ohio making a really good product. This wire is awesome. I'm really liking it. So let's see what this ohms out at. This is 4 wraps on a 9/64. Real simple, nothing fancy, right? It's at 0.09. Okay, before going any further, I caught a lot of flack on this last video I did because I built a 0.06, and so, well, you know, is that safe? Well, I don't know, it sort of depends on what your idea of safe is. I vape stuff like that, so do I recommend that? No, I don't recommend that. If you're new to vaping, should you be building and vaping a 0.09? Probably not. Do you know Ohm's Law, battery safety? You gotta know that stuff before you proceed any further and do stuff like this. That being said, fuck yeah. This is what we're looking at right here, guys. Can you see that? 4.2 volts and a 0.09 equates to about 46 amps. I'm not gonna blow my fucking face off, you know? I'm tired of people telling me that. So this is the way I vape, and this is the way this channel is going to continue to vape. So hopefully you guys like it. I know a lot of people that vape this way. I know a lot of people that don't vape this way. I know a lot of people that vape above an ohm actually still on tanks, and that's perfectly fine. It has to do with getting educated. So that's my rant. Moving on. Let's wake this thing up and vape it, alright? Alright, that's the build, all wicked up. You can see down there, there's a fair amount of cotton just sort of sitting all over the deck. Very, very cool, taking advantage of the cuts we made on the negative posts, and only the center post being actually on the deck itself. So I'm going to wick this thing up with some of this loveliness, which actually you can get now on the website. And let's vape it. Alright, so this guy here is still dry. I haven't dripped this thing yet, so let's see how it goes. Nice. Nice. So these guys hold a lot of juice. The drip well is huge, so be prepared to sort of fill this thing out. Here we go. And let's go ahead and let's use the smallest. Let's go ahead and use the smallest AFC ring on here with the Del Ring Chef. Good. Let's go to the medium size one. This is my personal favorite, this size. It's upside down. And lastly, let's go with the big one. This is for the guys that really like to build absurdly low. I'm not a fan of this much air. I think it's a bit too much, but some people really like it, so hey. Good. One thing to sort of watch out for with this, I've found that it spits kind of hot if the coils are too high. So actually these are a bit high, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower them right to the lip of the juice well. I'm just pushing them down. So, focus. You see that? They're right there. They're not above. I don't like a lot of space above there because I find that it spits a bit too much for me. But everyone has their own spot. I'm gonna go back to the medium. That's my favorite. Lots of vapor. Lots of vapor. One of the things here, I'm gonna move the camera up a little bit. One of the things I did here with the design of the air holes, why I did it the way I did it, was because I wanted to have more pressure on the coil, because when you have air pressure on the coil, that's what creates the vapor. And then the cooling holes, which is like the ones on the side here, those are the guys that sort of fluff that coil, the cloud up, and give it density. So I wanted to have the emphasis on the coil itself. There's a lot of Addies out there where it's just rows and rows and rows of holes, and that creates equal pressure coming in, but I wanted to center the pressure of this air in the center, and I think it works pretty well. That was a lot of juice. It keeps going. That one was dry, but cotton's nice and white. So that's it for this guy. So that's about all there is to really say about this one. A little bit of a different airflow design, vertical heat sinks, a lot of options on the top cap here. The milled out negative posts, the deep juice well, and the 3 barrels. So this guy is 45 bucks. That's what I want people to charge for it. I don't want people to charge any more for it. I think it's a killer deal for how much stuff you're getting out of this. I'm really happy. I want to thank Chris at Fogwind for helping out with this one and having the idea to sort of merge our companies together and create the Alliance. So hope you guys like it, and I would love your feedback. It's available on Vapergate's website, vapergate.com, through Fogwind's website, and hopefully through a lot of your local stores. That's it. Killer. You guys take care.